Hi fans, this is me getting back to you after my earlier note that I would answer the question, what comes first? Symptoms, disease, or dis-ease? Now you might be surprised to hear that when, the first thing to understand in this context is that the body is designed to be healthy. As a chiropractor, what I do is remove interference so that people can continue to experience the optimum level of function in all of their cells for as long as possible. I know that sounds simple, but I'm not going to avoid the question, what comes first, symptoms, disease, or dis-ease? Well, if the body's 100%, let's say in the beginning of life, we start at 100%. And then as we are exposed to gravity and the chemicals in the atmosphere and the chemicals in the food and the stress of being alive, we move further away from that source energy of being fully connected to life. So if you can imagine a continuum, you're moving away from the core connection and becoming less connected. So the first thing that happens is something we refer to as dis-ease. So there's a hyphen there, D-I-S hyphen and the word ease, and that's very significant. The ease is how we are supposed to be. The loss of ease is represented by dis. As time goes by and we stay in that state and don't fix our diet, don't fix how we move, don't fix how we think, don't modify how our internal state, emotional state is, that dis-ease can become disease. And disease, of course, is a pathology, which may or may not show up in a medical test. There's no principles in medicine. None. There are no principles for medication. There are symptoms, and the last thing, the question was, what's the last thing? The last thing that happens after disease is symptoms finally show up. And it's kind of a paradox, isn't it, that most people measure their health by whether or not they have a symptom. How you doing, Joe? Fine. How do you know? Well, I feel fine. Feel fine. That's because the symptom hasn't showed up yet. So the art of being healthy and having what I suggested a second ago is the goal in a healthcare facility is to relieve the pressure as it's building up, because it doesn't go away, the stress every day. So if you keep the body in a state of ease, prevent it from moving into dis-ease, and through lifestyle choices minimize the dis-ease, you never enter disease. Not going to happen. And if you don't enter disease, you don't get sick. You don't have pathology. You're living in a state which is entirely doable. Thanks for visiting. And we'll have another question tomorrow. Look forward to that. Drop by again to our Facebook fan page.